God bless you wherever you are watching me from and whoever that is watching me. This is Mama Francisca. Once again, I'm on your way with another insightful edition of my message about marriage and relationships. And today I'm going to talk on a subject I've entitled 5 Mistakes Husbands Make When Touching Their Wives. As a matter of fact, before a man will choose a woman, there is something that is very unique about them before they come together as husbands and wives. But there are times that certain things do happen to the extent that those that call themselves lovers becomes enemies. And today I'm going to talk about some of these things that has made many marriages destroyed. And that is about touching. Every marriage needs sex. And sex is something that is owned by a husband to their wives. So if a husband decides not to have sex with the wife or not to touch the wife at all, then that man is bringing a problem to the marriage. So today I'm talking about 5 mistakes husbands do when it comes to touching of their wives. Most men during courtship knows how to hold a woman very well. Most men during courtship knows how to become very romantic. But when they get married to their desired wives, all these things get off from the marriage. This is why sometimes even married women are going behind their husbands, having affairs with younger boys. Today I want to solve this issue, and I pray that every man that is listening to me, if you are married, you will solve this yourself too. Number one mistake that these guys do is that they only want to touch their wife during sex. Number one, I repeat, mistake that husbands do is that they only want to touch their wife during sex. Husbands that are watching me, listen. It's not only during sex that you have to touch your wife. Wives need to be touched. It shows that you really love them. It shows that you really admire them. So if you don't touch your wife and you only want to touch your wife during sex, it makes the wife think otherwise. This is why so many wives will just sleep on their back and watch their husband faces during sex, because they feel like that is what you want. So if you are a man watching me and you are married and all that you know how to do is to touch your wife only during sex, then you are losing the marriage, because it will come to a point that the wife may give up. So husbands, never touch your wife only when you are having sex. When you are going to work, touch her. When you want to tell her something, touch her. Touching brings intimacy, and intimacy also brings good marriage. Number 2 things that husbands do mistakenly during touching of their wives is that some of them touch their wives' genitals grudgingly, as if they are fighting them. If you are a man and all these things you don't know and you are married, I beseech you to learn it, because the female organ is very soft. If you are a man, you want to make your wife happy, one of the places that you touch is your wife's genital part. And if you touch it grudgingly, instead of making your wife happy, you are rather making her feel pain. This is the reason why most women don't want to give sex to their husbands, because the way they even touch them makes them think as if they are prostitutes. So please, one of the things that many women do complain is during the touch of their genital part with their husbands. Husbands, if you are watching me, wherever you are watching me from, please know how to touch your wife's genital part, because that is also one part of the touching that makes a happy marriage. Number 3, some of the men will do the touching all right, but they will touch very fast, as if somebody is running after them. Dear husbands, your wife is your bona fide property. She belongs to you. She is for you. When you are touching her, take time. Let her feel that a man is holding her, instead of rushing to do things just anyhow. You see, a woman always wants to feel happy with the husband beside her. So whenever you are holding your wife, whichever parts you are touching, take time. Don't rush. Because I'm telling you, even the young boys and young girls who are not married, they don't rush during sex or during touching of their girlfriends. So if you are a husband and you are watching me, whichever parts you are touching your wife, take time and touch your wife. Let your wife feel that she is with the husband and not a boyfriend. Because even boyfriends do touch properly. Number 4, some of the husbands, their wives have to press them hard before touching them. There are times that wives do complain that even before their husbands will touch them, they have to hold their hands to touch them. These things are very bad. Because your wife is not wood. Your wife is not a stone. Your wife has feeling just as you have. So you don't only have to hold her when you feel like having sex or when you feel like touching her. There's no way that a wife should force the husband to touch her. It's very bad. And some of the husbands, after their wives have forced them, they will just hold them anyhow and leave. Husbands, the more you do these things, I'm telling you, you are bringing your marriage to a bad end gradually. The Bible says in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4, let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled. For God will judge the sexually immoral adulterers. Within marriage, partners are meant to be faithful to God and to themselves. So husbands, the more you reject your wife, the more you stop touching your wife. If your wife is not a born-again Christian, I'm telling you, your houseboys, your drivers, your doctors, your friends will be using your wife. So if you don't want all these things to happen, learn how to touch your wife properly. This is Mama Francisca. Please, you may follow me on my Facebook page, Mama Francisca to the World. On Twitter at Mama Francisca 2. Instagram Mama_Francisca 2. You can also visit my website on www.mamafranciscatotheworld.org. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mama Francisca to the World. There are a lot of messages and sermons there that will transform your life and transform your marriage. Till I come your way again. If you want to support me, if you want to sponsor me for invitation, or if you want to talk to me, contact me on my WhatsApp number +233 542 619 Until I come your way again, have a nice time, enjoy your marriage, and never hurt your wife anymore.